What's up, magical friends? Welcome back to 9 3/4. It's Carissa here, and I'm bringing you an updated version of what would a psychic say about you. And yeah, that's what we're doing today. So, no reading breakdown today. I'm just getting into you, your energy. What would a psychic say about your energy and you, basically? And yeah. I do want to always come on here and tell you to please beware of scammers out there. I only have these social media accounts on the screen, so just beware. I will never DM you to solicit you for a personal reading. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so by emailing me by this email on the screen as well. And all the information is always listed in the description box below as well too. So thank you guys for those of you who have already booked with me and those of you who have followed me on my social media accounts. I appreciate you guys so much. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss any updates as far as me getting my website up and loaded for you, so you can book there. Once it's up and running, I'll let you know via the community tab here on YouTube. And yeah, so you can stay up to date. Well, without further ado, you guys, so let's get into the pile selection. As you can see, we have 4 piles for you to choose from today. You can choose however you feel called to choose based on the crystal, the timestamp, the tarot deck, whatever floats your boat. Starting off with pile 1, we have this Rhodonite Bulbasaur. Actually, I think it's a Rhodonite Bulbasaur. I'm sorry. And or the Mystical Manga Tarot. Pile 2, you have this Pyrite Pikachu and or the Everyday Witch Tarot. Pile 3, you guys have, I had to tape them down. You guys have this Lepidolite Stitch and or the Tarot of the Divine. And pile 4, you have this Kambaba Japser Gengar and or the Dreamkeeper's Tarot, which this is what the back looks like because it's covered. There you go. So as usual, you guys can pause the video here, take all the time you need to select the pile you feel drawn to the most. And if you find that the energy check portion area does not sound like you, feel free to choose another pile. And yeah, I will drop the timestamps down below, meet you at your reading, and see you there. So pile 1, if you chose this Rhodonite Bulbasaur and or the Mystical Manga Tarot, welcome to your reading. I'm going to put Bulbasaur right over here. And yeah, let's jump in. Actually, can't really see. There you go. Let's jump into your reading. I'm going to just give this a quick shuffle really quickly. Ooh. And move that to the side. And I have these pre-shuffled oracles here representing kind of like the energy check portion of your reading, but at the same time also what would a psychic say about you. So yeah, we just don't waste any time here. So let's go ahead and reveal these cards, shall we? I kind of want to reveal this one first. We have the Whale. Beautiful energy. Let's see. I want the big one in the middle. That's what she said. We have 13 personal power. And this is actually your solar plexus chakra. And let's go ahead and reveal this one. We have number 15, death. We have Mars, ambition, assertive, aggression, war, Aries/Scorpio, Tuesday, confidence, impulsiveness, strength, action, sexuality, passion, desire, determination. and maybe next time. So tapping into your energy, pile 1. What would a psychic say about you and your energy is just that you guys are going through transformation at its finest, and the level of transformation that you guys are going through will vary from person to person within this pile. I won't lie to you. I feel like there is a lot to say within this group. I mean, obviously. 13 and 15, it's really interesting how 13 is actually death in tarot, but then within this particular deck, which is not a tarot deck, this is like kind of like an archetype deck that I used here. Death is represented by number 15, which in tarot is a tower moment. It's a tower card. So I do feel like some of you may have gone through something recently that really kind of shook you in some way, shape, or form, that has caused you to kind of assess where you are and take back your power, in the sense in which you recognize that, okay, I'm done being in this space where I'm allowing people to, you know, not necessarily walk all over you, but I'm allowing people to take advantage of my kindness, you know, and see it as a weakness. Like, my kindness is not a weakness. In fact, it's a strength. And it's this sense of like, no longer you no longer letting other people do what they want, and you saying no and putting up that boundary and doing for yourself, having the ambition, the courage, the strength to finally stand up and do what you need to do for you. Maybe next time. It's like you saying, okay, sorry, maybe next time. You know what I mean? Instead of always saying yes, you know, okay, I got it, sure, yes, you know, it's like, okay, maybe next time. It's about you coming into realignment with where it is that you want to go. And I will always say, like, what's meant for you is meant for you. So you will never be like off track per se, you know, but there's always like different paths for us moving forward. And it's about you being on the best path for you in this life. And I feel like that's kind of where you guys are in this space. And what a psychic would say about your energy is that you are in this way forward of finding that best path forward for you, shifting into alignment on that best path for you. And as far as like your, like, who you are, pile 1, and you know, someone, a psychic saying like, who is this person to somebody, you know, who is pile 1, who is the Bulbasaur pile? Pile 1 is a group of people, or pile 1, okay, is somebody who is very empowered right now, someone who is recognizing just how much strength, determination, resilience that they have within themselves. There's someone who is very kind, like I said before, and they know the depths of their emotions. You know, they can control their reactions, they can control and bite their tongue. And I'm actually being called to this video that I saw recently that kind of triggered a reaction, in which I kind of want to share with you. I believe it's Amy Millie that shared her story, and it really triggered something within me, in which, you know, standing up for yourself is not, it's not anything to be ashamed of. It's not anything for you to feel like a victim. You know, it's you setting boundaries for yourself and saying, hey, this treatment is not okay. You know what I mean? But the story that she shared was how her boss had made an inappropriate comment to her. Not inappropriate in like a sexual matter, I don't think, but it was just like, you know, you should smile more often, you know. And she had explained how this wasn't the first time that he had said that to her in front of everybody, you know, and basically humiliated her. And you know, it's a constant thing that has been happening, an ongoing thing that has been happening, and she just usually, you know, bites her tongue and just takes it. And so this time she decided to go into his office and explain that that was not okay. He has a daughter. How would he like it if his daughter came home, you know, upset that her boss did that to her and humiliated her in front of the entire office. And basically, you know, the boss is like, I apologize, you know, I will never be making those comments again. You're right, you know, it's absolutely unacceptable, and uncalled for. And like, I'm kind of like not telling you the entire story in the best way. I will find the link to her, I think it was TikTok or Instagram, one of those. But I'll drop it below. And basically, I just started tearing because I have had so many instances in which people have said something to me that made me feel some sort of way, hurt my feelings, made me feel like less than, and hurt, and just I didn't say anything. I just kind of sat there and took it and forced a smile, like it was okay, you know, whatever, because I wanted to be the bigger person, right? I didn't want to make a scene. I didn't want to cause drama. You know, it wasn't worth it. And basically, I allowed it, because I allowed that to happen, it continued to happen. It was like known that it was okay to treat me that way. And so hearing that, watching that video and hearing her story just kind of triggered within me that, you know, we need to be standing up for ourselves a lot more and not feel like ashamed to set those boundaries and ashamed to speak up when we feel like that, when we feel small and people make us feel like that, because it is a bullying type of situation, you know? So there may be a situation in your life, pile one, that someone made you feel that way. And I feel like a psychic is going to be sharing, you know, would share that you are somebody who maybe people have seen as someone that people can take advantage in that way, mistreat in that way, because you won't necessarily stand up for yourself all the time. They can get away with things maybe in some sort of way, but now you are in a time of shifting that perspective. You are in a time of stepping into your power and empowering yourself. You know, 13 for me is a very lucky number. And not to say that you are not a very hard worker, because I feel like you are a very hard worker, pile one. And you have someone who has experienced so much. And going back to why I'm sharing that story, the emotional stability that you have, the amount of control that you have over your emotions, in which you can control your reactions. You can control how you react in a situation. And I feel like that is something that not many people can do. You know, you have emotional depth, emotional wisdom that you share with other people, and that makes you that much more stronger. You are also a beacon of light in the darkness for so many people that you may not even realize. And because you have this Mars energy coming out, you are definitely coming into your power in such a beautiful way, in which you're not taking any bullshit from people, you know? And for some of you, obviously you're going to be more tapped into that, not taking bullshit from people, than others. You know, some of you might be like kind of dipping your toe in the water, and others of you might be swimming in, you know? You might be like diving deep into the ocean like that. And I feel like, you know, pile one, a psychic would be like, yeah, this person is getting into like their power. They're stepping into their era of just knowing and feeling themselves, and just absolutely realignment, beautiful transformation, absolutely unfolding. I'm hearing This Is Me by 𝒕𝒐𝒔𝒔 from The Greatest Showman. So definitely stepping into your power and not afraid to be you unapologetically in that sense. So let's get more for you, pile one. Beautiful energy. I love it. Like, love it. What would a psychic say about pile one, please? What would a psychic say about pile one? We're not taking reversal. So this is the Emperor. Amazing. What would a psychic say about pile one? Nine of Swords. What does Psychic say about pile 1, please? Oh, wow. I almost wanted my candle. The Fool. Oh. Okay, Justice. And the Queen of Wands. In the back of your deck, we have the Six of Swords. Okay. Pile 1, this is just, I mean, wow. So a psychic would say that pile 1 is definitely stepping into a time where they're taking their power. We said this earlier in the energy check portion, where they're stepping into this boss bitch energy, right? And I mean that with all the love in the world. You guys know that's a term of endearment here on my channel if you are familiar with me here. If not, now you know. And basically, and I say that with like, doesn't matter what you identify as, okay? Pile 1 has been through hell and back, okay? Pile 1, so it's not confusing. I'm going to say it like I'm telling the person who's asking about you. I hope that's not confusing, because I think in my first video it was confusing for people. So let's just say it like I'm basically talking about you, okay? So I'm just, how do I say this so it's not confusing? What would a psychic say about pile 1? I'm just going to say it like I'm telling you what a psychic would say about you. So it's not confusing, because I think my first video was really confusing for people. Basically, what a psychic would say about you, pile 1, is that you guys are stepping into your power. Obviously, we covered this. And so you're doing this in a way where you're taking a lot of those sleepless nights, a lot of the pain and the heartache that you've had to endure from people saying things to you, people walking all over you, people, you know, taking advantage of your energy. And you're not necessarily seeking revenge in any type of way. I'm not hearing that. I'm hearing the song Karma by Taylor Swift. I absolutely love that song, by the way. And you're not worried. You're not blinking an eye, because it's like, you know that karma will take care of things. You know, you did your thing. You're focused on you and your energy, and that's what matters. You know, you're focused on your lane, your power, and the things that you want to be doing. Like I said, realignment in your own life. And pile 1, this is absolutely incredible. I mean, you're not lingering on the past things that have hurt you or anything like that, but you are looking to it as ways to empower yourself, as ways to learn from, you know, how you don't want people to treat you anymore, how you don't want to take things anymore, and allowing yourself to, like I said, set boundaries for yourself and not allow people to treat you that way. And you have this energy of like being carefree about the things that you are going forward in, and not really giving a shit about what other people think about you. You know, when you say, okay, sorry, maybe next time, not even saying sorry, you know, being unapologetic about it. Maybe next time I can't, I have things to do. And people might be batting an eye like, what? Wait, what? Like, why? You know, and I'm going to tell you right now, those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. So the people who care that you are setting these boundaries, they care in the sense that like it's bothering them. When I say they care, like it's bothering them because they can no longer feed off of your energy and drain it. They can no longer benefit from sucking the life out of you, leeching off of you. You know what I mean? And the people who are truly going to like have been there for you and wanting all the things for you, you know, like just wanting the best for you in life and truthfully, genuinely there for you, they're going to be like, yeah, you go do your thing. I understand, you know? And for some people that actually do care about you, it might take some adjusting, because this is obviously a transformational time in your life. You're changing, you're stepping into somebody else, a different type of energy. So of course they might be like checking up on you more, worried about you, that sort of energy. Try not to push them off, push them away too hard, because there are people in your life who genuinely do care about you. You know, they genuinely do want to care. I mean, check in and make sure you're okay, and not necessarily they're like, oh wait, but why can't you just do this for me? Like, just do it, you know, like it's not that kind of thing. It's more like they're checking in on you. But I feel like you can you will gauge that based on your ability to check on their emotions, and like you can get a feel for that. Like you can trust in that aspect of your abilities. Like you can trust in your intuition basically on who those people are. But as far as like you coming into alignment and into balance for the things that you are going after, and having karma handle its thing with the people who have done you wrong, and you moving into a much smoother time in your life after a tower moment that has probably taken place for a lot of you, I see that that's what's coming for you. I see that you are stepping into a time where you are, like I said, being this boss bitch, being this person who you are manifesting a lot of things, and because you're taking action, inspired action at that, because you are stepping in this role of power, and you know what it is that needs to be done in order to get to where you want to go, you're achieving all of these things, and you're also attracting a lot of the right energy towards you. A lot of the things that you want, they're naturally coming towards you because you are in this abundant, magical, powerful energy, you know, where you know what you don't want and you know what you want, and you're not focused on the things that, you're not focused on like the crappy things that happen. You're focused on the things that you're working towards. You're focused on you and your bag, you know what I mean? And like because of that, you're attracting great things towards you. You know, you're not worried about it, like I said. And like when you focus on those things versus like dwelling on the past, dwelling on how people treated you, dwelling on like the negative part, not saying that, you know, toxic positivity or anything like that. You do acknowledge it and you use it to empower you, like I said. But because you're focused on what you need to do and your own energy, that's what is attracting more things to you, the great things to you, you know, like the right people into your life, the right relationships into your life, the right opportunities into your life. And that's what's moving you forward to where you need to go versus keeping you held back and getting you into realignment to where you like the best path for you. Like I did a reading recently on like, you know, are you on the right path? So, oh wait, this is the Emperor. This is the Four of Swords. But nonetheless, the Emperor is still here. Oh, you still are stepping into your power. You're resting your energy. No wonder it didn't make sense. I mean, like, that this was the Emperor. It didn't look like it. I was like, that doesn't look like the Emperor. Pile one. But still, it still applies because the Emperor is still here. Oh, I love how the alignment is here. Okay. But one more tidbit, because this is the swords. It's about you also doing self-care for yourself because you have a lot going on for you. I feel like this is about you tapping, because you have all of this personal power and empowerment going on. It's very important, like I said, when we talked about the balance within your energy, that you pour back into yourself. You know, you do what you need to do to make yourself feel good. And that doesn't necessarily mean like only doing the things that you want to do, but also taking the time out to rest, taking the time out to pamper yourself, taking the time out to treat yourself, you know what I mean? And self-care is, and self-love is going to look different for everyone. Sometimes self-love is about like, you know, buying that bag that you really wanted, or, you know, going out to eat at a nice place that you really wanted after saving up so much money, and, you know, eating ramen after, you know, trying to save money and be frugal for a while. Sometimes it looks like you going to spend time with someone that you didn't get to see for a long time because you've been so busy working. You know what I mean? It's going to look different for everybody. So apply that in the way that it looks great for you, if that makes sense. I also feel like a psychic would tell somebody that you, pile one, are definitely like learning how to navigate the sea with ease because you are the whale. I mean, there is no wave, there is no current that can like take you off course, you know? You have like this innate ability to see in the darkness, no matter how dark and deep it gets. You have this innate ability to be unafraid of whatever is swimming in the water with you, you know what I mean? And that's so empowering, so incredible, and so inspiring at that. And I feel like people are in awe of you, and that's why someone would be asking a psychic about you in the first place. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if you had an admirer right now. What is this? This is a Nine of Wands. Yeah, it's about you like not giving up. You are somebody who is so resilient. Like I said, exactly. You're resilient, and you see that. And I feel like this person, whoever might be asking about you, is saying like, yeah, I see that person, like pile one, you're so resilient, you don't give up, you keep going. And if there is something that you are going after a pile one and you needed that reassurance, there it is for you. You know, keep going and keep trudging along, because you're absolutely amazing. But pile one, I'm going to close off now with just a few of these moon manifestation cards from your higher self. So what would your higher self want to what does your higher self want to tell you? Step up and lead, new moon in Capricorn. Exactly. Incredible energy. Oh, I also wanted to point out here, if you have any water energy, you don't have to have water energy, obviously. Water signs in your placements is just a layer of confirmation. Also Aries and Scorpio showing up here with death, and then this Mars card here as well. Water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and then of course we have Capricorn showing up here. Step up and lead. Stepping into your power, knowing that you have the ability to lead and be the leader of your own life. What does pile one's higher self want them to know? More Pisces energy, attuned to the divine. Know that you are more tapped in than you realize, in case you didn't know. And then we have Leo energy, which makes me feel like you are stepping into your confidence, okay? Last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. Don't take everything so seriously, pile one. Allow yourself to have fun while you're going through what you're going through, you know? And then the back of your deck, we have last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. Yeah, don't dwell on things. Feel what you need to feel, honor them, and then of course, whatever you have in the past, of course you can like look to them for lessons, look to them so that you don't repeat certain things, and move on from it, because you're gonna let certain things hold you back, and that's not what we want for you. So that is where I'm going to leave your reading, pile one. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and yeah, thank you so much for tuning in and being here with me. If you guys enjoyed it, please go ahead and smash the like button and comment a plant emoji so I know you're from pile one. And yeah, let me know how you guys liked it, and if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I'll also be dropping my Patreon link down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for being here with me. I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you soon. Bye! What's up, pile two? If you chose this Pyrite Pikachu and or the Everyday Witch Tarot, welcome to your reading. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put Bulbasaur away. So sorry. Welcome to your reading. I'm going to put Pikachu right here, and we're just going to get started. Let me just give this a quick shuffle so we can put this off to the side, and we're going to start with the energy check portion of your reading. I already feel like you guys have so much powerful energy. I won't lie. There's something about your Pikachu that I feel like, or just Pikachu in general, I just feel like I'm getting an energy of like energy, you know? I feel like you guys are stepping into something new. I feel like you guys are feeling like prosperous. I feel like you guys are going after some abundant things here. Magical, because like look how sparkly, you know? I don't know if you can see that or if the camera's doing it justice, but it's like there's like a sparkle to this Pikachu's cheeks in the pyrite. Can you see that? But there's something like sparkly about your energy, if that makes sense. So starting off with these cards here, kind of like the energy check portion, but at the same time I asked with the question in mind, of course, like what would a psychic say about you and your energy, that sort of thing. We have Buffalo. Wow, look at the lightning in this picture. Incredible, like how it is synchronized with the Pikachu. Earth energy is present here. So that would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And again, you don't have to have these signs, but it could definitely, you know, be an extra layer of confirmation for you if you would like that. Then we have 23 Ghost. Wow. I don't know why I'm hearing that song Blue Moon. It's a really old song, but it's really pretty. We have Love Garden. And we have Neptune with mystery, confusion, imagination, dreams, artistry, Pisces, spirituality, subconscious, intuition, clairvoyance, illusions, dreams, visions, depth consciousness. So definitely more so talking about those, that magic energy that I was talking to you about, something sparkly about your energy. I feel like that's kind of like more confirmation here with this Neptune card. Also, Pisces energy might be another layer of confirmation as far as signs. And again, you don't have to be these signs at all. It's just there for confirmation if you need it or would like it. And Blue Moon, look at that, blue. It's not a moon, but yeah. 11, Inspiration. And this is actually sacral chakra energy. All right. Tap me into pile 2, please. Okay, pile 2. I feel like what a psychic would say about you is that you guys are definitely gifted. If I feel like most of you actually know this, that you have some sort of gift in that sense, whether you can see ghosts or spirits, shadows, even. Some of you might have pushed this gift away. I'm hearing synesthesia too. So that might be something that you don't even realize is a gift, but it is. And again, some of you might have had these gifts when you were younger and pushed them away, and now you may feel like I'm telling you, you have gifts, but you're like, where are they? Because you might have had them when you were younger and you pushed them away because you were either afraid of it or you just didn't know what they were, and you thought you were weird. You thought you were like, no, that's not okay. So you don't want them. So you push them away, and you kind of like, what's the word? You know, you push them down. So it got, you know, pushed away into a little closet in your body. But like, you can tap into them at any time. It just takes a little practice and getting, you know, it's like a muscle. When you don't use it, you don't lose it, but it just isn't as practiced anymore. It's not as strong, you know? And so I feel like that's kind of the energy here. And as far as like what a psychic would say about you, you're definitely an inspiration to other people. And you're in an energy of inspiration, and because of this, you are also inspiring others with your own inspiration. You might be my pile that I always talk about a million dreams from The Greatest Showman about. Like, I might always like channel that song for you guys, because you have like really big dreams that you want to go after, and some people might tell you like it's not possible, like that's not practical, like you're no. And what's really interesting about that is like this buffalo card here talks about how balanced your energy is, and how the buffalo is practical yet very spiritual, grounded yet very heavenly. And I feel like that's exactly what you guys are, pile 2. Like, you have this very great sense of balance. And I feel like at some point in your life, maybe you felt like your dreams were out of reach because people have told you that. And they're like, now you're like, no, fuck that. I can do this. Like, anything is fucking possible, you know? And you know, in your mind and in your heart, like, of course, you know, it's only possible if I put forth the work and the energy. It's not just going to fall into my lap out of the sky. You know what I mean? And that's the practical side of it, of you. And you understand that you're not crazy in that way. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like people kind of misunderstand you in that way as well. And I kind of get the sense too that you have this really cool way of vibing really well with many different types of people, but I feel like you don't necessarily have a huge circle of friends. You might have like a lot of people that are like kind of friends, you know what I mean, or acquaintances, but as far as like your circle, like who you have in your circle, it's small, because you value quality over quantity. And you know, your energy is very important, and your energy is very limited, and what you can give out to people, it matters, and vice versa, you know. And it's about that. It's about what you can cultivate, and in order for you to sustain this love garden that you have going on for you, I feel like it's very important for you to give back to the people who really matter in your life, chosen or not, you know, like chosen family and actual family. And I think you're very selective about your actual family as well. You know, you understand, like, just because you're blood related doesn't give them automatic access to you and your energy. And I think that a lot of your family, like, misunderstands you as well. You might have been a very, like, very bright star in your family, and at the same point you might have been very misunderstood because of certain beliefs you might have had, or a different direction that you went in your life, and they thought you were going to go one way but you went another, something like that. It feels very misaligned with certain people in your family, not everybody, certain people. And again, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, because I don't know that it's going to apply to everybody, that what I just said. So take what resonates and leave the rest, because I do feel like you do have a very abundant family as far as like your relationships with your family. And for a lot of you, people see you as abundant with love, with relationships, with money, and very mysterious. There's a mysterious air about you, in which they're like, how do they do that? How do they do what they do? What is this magic about them? What is going on with them? Like, there's something so mysterious about them, and like they want to know more, you know, what's going on with them. How do they do this? How do they do that? There's something they want to know. That's why, like, people might be asking a psychic about you, you know, what's going on with this person. I always wondered about this person and what's going on with them, you know, like where's so and so with their life, and like, where are they now? What are they doing? That kind of energy. And yeah, I feel like that's the vibe that I'm getting. You're someone who is very spiritual, you're grounded, you're somebody who obviously taps very much into like your creative side. You have this way of like making your dreams a reality in many aspects, but I feel like a psychic would tell somebody like there are many dreams that you were not able to bring to fruition, but you are inspired and determined to make that happen. With this sacral energy here, you are so passionate and creative, and you have this way about you of like tapping into that and making it happen. Like, you are determined to make it happen. I know determination more so taps into solar plexus energy, but I'm getting that because like the sun here is so yellow. I feel like you are tapping into that energy there, you know, that solar plexus energy. But definitely 23, this is a number of, you know, it condenses to 5. It's a number of challenges, action, experience. And I feel like you are someone who can overcome challenges and has gained so much experience, and you might have like shifted a lot of different into a lot of different things, avenues, something like that. And yeah, I feel like there's so much growth happening for you. Tapping into your gifts and abilities. I feel like you have clear gifts as well. You're somebody who is very high vibe, if you didn't realize that, and you're hardworking. You're very appreciative of those who are around you and in your life, and just all around good energy. I mean, pile 2. I feel like nothing but great things are being said about you, to be honest. But let's go ahead and get more information here. What would a psychic say about pile 2, please? Tap me into pile 2. What would a psychic say about pile 2? We have death. What would a psychic say about pile 2? What would a psychic say about pile 2, please? We have the High Priestess. We have the Lovers. Wow. What would a psychic say about pile 2? 6 of Wands. Wow. pile 2. What would a psychic say about pile 2, please? Temperance. Seriously? Amazing. Almost all majors, and this is incredible. Wow, the star at the back of your deck. Who are you, pile 2? Incredible. Okay. Pile 2. I mean, wow. Seriously? Like, wow, wow, wow. A psychic would say that you guys are transforming not just who you are, but your entire life. I feel like you're shifting into an incredible time in your life in which you are creating the life of your dreams right now, and so tapped into your abilities and who you are. I feel like you're coming into not just your gifts, but also into contact with soul family. Not just like, because like lovers, a lot of people automatically go to like, oh my gosh, my soulmate, my lover. And of course, that could definitely be the case for many of you. So if that feels right for you, go ahead and claim that. But I don't want to discount also soulmates in the sense of like soul family, because soulmates are not necessarily all romantic. Okay, your soulmate can definitely be like a best friend, it can definitely be a soul sister, a soul brother, you know, a soul person, basically anybody that comes into your life who's a part of your soul family, who's there for you for a reason, right? Divinely guided relationship in your life. And I feel like this is just powerful energy in which you are divinely guided, and it's like divine timing. I'm hearing divine, divine, divine. I feel like this is your year, pile 2, in which you are stepping into so much, stepping into your power, stepping into your gifts, stepping into who you are, who you have been meant to be, letting things that are not you fall away to the wayside, and as well as like relationships that are not serving you, you know, people in your life that were not meant to be around you, situations, places, things like that. You're walking away from them, letting them go, things like that as well. And I feel like you are putting forth energy towards the things that you've been wanting to make happen for you. These are like the dreams that you've been wanting. These could be things that people called hobbies, or things that people have called like, you know, impossible dreams. Like, for example, okay, maybe you are someone who really wanted to go for YouTube, right? And like so many people, like, did you know the percentage of people who get monetized on YouTube is like not even 1% or something like that? I forget what the percentage was, but like it was something really, really low. And to get monetized, it's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. I don't remember what it is for like if you do shorts and stuff, but yeah, and only like 1% make it. And I think it's actually like less than 1%, but people like, and that's just monetized at 1,000, okay? And you don't make much off of that. Like you really don't make much off of YouTube. So this could be you finally getting recognition for that and stepping into that, or getting recognized on social media in something like monetizing your content creation of some kind. This could also you be getting this could also you getting, oh my gosh, I can't talk. I just feel like this is like some sort of recognition in whatever it is that you are going after, because we have the 6 of Wands and the Star. So I feel like it's like you definitely stepping into the limelight of some kind in whatever it is that you're working on. So like I said, creative, it feels creative. It feels like something you are doing and working towards behind this Knight of Pentacles. You've been definitely working on this for quite some time. Celebration, soul family energy, the 3 of Cups behind that. I feel like this is just beautiful, beautiful energy, pile 2. And definitely about you coming into balance with what it is in your what your energy calls for in your life. You're someone who is so balanced, like I said with the buffalo, practical yet spiritual, grounded yet heavenly. This temperance card says it all as well, you know, staying in alignment with your energy, not straying from, you know, who you are and what you want just because you get this recognition and fame in whatever it is that you're pursuing and whatever it is that you're creating and doing, you know. I also feel like this is an elevation in your spiritual work, if that is something that you are working on and working towards. If you are someone who practices that kind of thing, it is definitely more alignment in that and more balance in that aspect as well, and pouring back into yourself. I feel like you're a psychic would say that you are someone who takes care of you so that you can take care of others in your life as well. So you understand, like with this love garden that you have, in order for you to sustain it, in order for you to sustain your abundance and cultivate what you would like, cultivate a garden of abundance and this beautiful flourishing thing that can sustain and feed and fuel everybody in your life, you know that you have to take care of you first and be in alignment with you first. Otherwise, what good are you? You know, you won't be able to farm. You won't be able to do the work that needs to be done in the garden in order for it to flourish and grow and all of those things. And so I definitely feel like you understand that, and you know that it's not selfish like how other people might word it, but you understand like you need to do things, like take care of the work on you and the inside things of you, if that makes sense, the behind the scenes that nobody really understands or sees or gives credit to necessarily. And I feel like that's something that a psychic would say about you too. You know, there's a lot of work that's done behind the scenes in order for you to sustain this beautiful love garden, in order for you to sustain this beautiful life that you have going for you. And it's not just material abundance, it's also like love relationships, it's also with your family and love with your family, it's also, you know, friendships, things like that. And so I feel like it has a lot to do with you knowing that you are doing what you need to be doing. And you know, like I said, people don't realize what needs to be done in order for this to happen. You know what I mean? I hope that's making sense. But yeah, I feel like you are coming into contact with people who get it, who understand it and see it. And like a lot of things go unsaid, unappreciated, but you appreciate it, you know? There's that mysteriousness on how do you do it? How do you do it all? It's because you take care of things behind the scenes. You make these choices to stay in balance. And there's so much talk about balance in your spread here with the High Priestess. It's about choices and balance, duality, light and dark. It's about, you know, with the Lovers, it's also a choice, you know. It's also duality. It's also a balance between two people. And I feel like there's a mysteriousness in that in itself. And you allow the people in your life to balance you out. You allow the people in your life to have these choices within your relationship and the freedoms within your relationship to grow. And it's a beautiful aspect, and I feel like it's just transformative. I feel like this is making me think of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and how Harry Potter like empowers his friends and inspires his friends to grow and learn, you know, defense against the dark arts when they make Dumbledore's army. And I feel like you're doing that. You're helping them to grow and, you know, inspiring them to grow and learn and step into their power to defend themselves when they didn't have that class anymore, or they couldn't learn in class the same way that they would normally do. And so I feel like this is beautiful energy pile too. I feel like I rambled on a little bit too much there, but I hope you guys understand like how incredible you are and just how much a psychic would be talking you up, and like the magic that you have, and just how tapped into your gifts you are, how balanced you are, and how much you are capable of and are achieving in what you're doing as you're watching, you know. So we're gonna finish off with what your higher self would like you to know. So, is there anything your higher self would like you to know? Pile 2. What would pile 2's higher self like them to know? That's like Pikachu too. Pikachu inspires all the other Pokemon to, you know, be the best that they can be. Last quarter moon in Taurus. I love this. Be proud of yourself, pile 2. Exactly. Be proud of yourselves. You have come so far and you are doing all the things. Seriously. First quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. And yes, exactly. Because you guys know, like, a million dreams. Speak your world into being. You have all these big dreams and you're making it happen. Like, it's absolutely beautiful. Full moon in Virgo. Take inspired action. Exactly. And that's exactly what you guys are doing. I feel like that is the energy of you guys. So incredible. The back of your deck, we have last quarter moon in Gemini. Clear your mind. Don't let anything hold you back there. Don't get stuck in your head about anything as far as like negative thoughts or anything like that. Clear your mind and just breathe. But that is where I'm going to leave your reading, pile 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it brought you what you needed to know. And yeah, all the things. So if you guys enjoyed it, please go ahead and smash the like button and comment a lightning bolt emoji so I know you're from pile 2. And let me know how you guys enjoy this, what resonated, how you guys, what's going on. I would love talking stories with you in the comment section. And if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I'm also going to be dropping my Patreon link down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. What's up, pile 3? If you chose this Lepidolite stitch and or the Tarot of the Divine, oh my gosh, forgot to get rid of Pikachu. So sorry. Welcome to your reading. I did that in the last pile too. Welcome to your reading. I'm gonna go ahead and take this and give it a quick little shuffle before we dive right in. I honestly feel like you guys have this beautiful energy of love surrounding you, because it's Stitch, and I'm just keep hearing Ohana means family. Like, I have a special place in my heart for Stitch, just because obviously that was like the first Hawaii movie, and we had music featured from, like, actual Hawaiian music featured in that movie for the first time for Disney, so I have a special place in my heart for it. So I think it's just a lovely energy that you have going on. We're gonna get started with your energy check portion, pile 3. Absolutely incredible. I feel like a good vibe. So this is kind of an energy check slash I still asked, like, what would a psychic say about you? So it goes both, you know, it's like a dual thing. So we're just gonna reveal the cards. We have Owl, and this is air energy. It doesn't have to be your signs. This is just an extra layer of confirmation. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. We have 10, creativity, which this is the sacral chakra. We have number 9, spider. Acceptance is the answer. And 11th house, so community, society, organizations, friends, social circle, giving back, hopes and wishes, group activities, memberships, networking, social consciousness. And this is also like Aquarius energy and Uranus energy. So again, you don't have to have those signs, but Aquarius is still air. All right, pile 3. Tap me into pile 3's energy, please. What a psychic would say about you, pile 3. Definitely feel that energy of like I said earlier about how you guys have this loving energy about you. I do feel that still, with acceptance as the answer. I do feel like you have this thing about you where it doesn't, like, you don't judge people off, you know, what they look like or anything like their background. I feel like you're just pretty accepting and pretty open to people. But I also feel like there is this part of you that you just have this, like, really good, I guess, openness, and not openness, really good gauge, like, for people. Like, you just know if they're good people. Like, you know You know what I mean? You have this sense of knowing. With this owl energy, you could be clairvoyant. You also have like a lot of good luck. You're a very generous person. You're very abundant, but you're also tapped in here with the spider. I feel like you're very creative, you know, with the creativity card too coming out. With the spider energy, I feel like you're very creative. You could be someone who can create prosperity a lot as well. And I think you're someone who can just see something beautiful in something that other people might not. You know, I think you have this way of seeing beauty in everything, and you have a different perspective on things as well. I think like you have this way of seeing things differently, hearing things differently, speaking things differently, things like that. And it's such an interesting energy that makes it so beautiful, like just like this painting here on the creativity card, you know. I think you have the ability to really manifest your dreams into reality because you are so creative and tapped in. I think you have the ability to create a sense of security and a sense of home no matter where you are. And I feel like you allow people to make people feel at home, you know, like you make them feel like family. And you're very secure in who you are and where you're going, what you're doing, you know, very accepting. Acceptance is the answer. And with the spider, I feel like a psychic would say that you're someone who accepts a situation for what it is. You're not going to fight it, you know. You're very adaptive like that. Like you can adapt to whatever situation is thrown your way and you're not afraid of it, you know. You're very wise because of that. Like you're knowing, like you have this inner knowing of what's coming, and like you just know what to expect. And at the same point, like even if you don't expect it, like you can adapt to whatever is thrown your way. Like you're not afraid of it, you're accepting of it, whatever it is. And yeah, you have this way of like, because you are so accepting of people and you don't judge them, you create the sense of community. You make people feel at home with you, make people feel secure and safe, if that makes sense. And like I think people really admire that about you as well. And there's this sense of like humanity, like humanitarian, not humanity, we don't have humanity, we're humans, but like there's a humanitarian side of you where you may help others in ways that you don't realize, like to get them out of a bad place, whether it be through your art or creativity, whatever it is that you produce through your creative side. Because I feel like not all of you are going to be creative in the sense of like creating art or creating music or creating a writing or something like that, but it's like something, there might be some of you who do something that I'm not even like thinking about, that's creative, and it's so impactful for other people in ways that you don't realize. And I think like that's making huge huge strides in your community, if that makes sense, you know. And I feel like that says a lot about your heart and who you are as a person, pile 3. So I want to get more details here because I feel like there's so much to be said here, but like it's not letting me pull out more from here other than you have so much deep wisdom, you're so wise and creative. Like there's this passion about you, you have this, yeah, there's so much passion in what you do, and you do it like from a sense of like your heart. So yeah, what would a psychic say about you, pile 3? And like I said, you have this way of like seeing things differently that other people don't see. Thinking outside of the box. Solving problems for people in different ways, you know. 6 of Swords, yeah, look at that. Solving problems for other people in different ways, like that other people wouldn't think of, like helping people transition to a better life or a better mindset or a better thought process, or just being more calm in their minds, or just helping them in with your art or with whatever it is that you create. For some of you, like I said, it's not going to be a creative thing that is necessarily art or things like that, but something like maybe a program that you create or something like that, something to do to help your community. That's something like that, you know what I mean? High Priestess. What would a psychic say? We have the Six of Wands and the Ace of Coins. What would a psychic say about pile 3? The Ace of Cups. Wow. The back of your deck, you guys, we have, make it upright. So we're only taking upright. 3 of Coins. Beautiful. I was like mesmerized by these mass things here. Okay. Pile 3. I mean, amazing energy here. Like, if you didn't know already, pile 3, you guys are absolutely seen as like a beacon of light through whatever it is that you do. And like I said, it's going to vary for everybody, so I'm just going to blanket it with that because I think I've repeated myself a million times there. But you guys are someone who helps people in so many ways, more than one, I feel like. And you're so tapped into your gifts, like then you realize, I feel like you guys have the ability to strengthen those gifts, those clairvoyant gifts at that. You have this like inner knowing if you didn't know it, you know, and you have this way of seeing things that you don't even know how you can see them, but you can. And that's kind of what clairvoyance is, like seeing it, you know. And I think like you're just highly intuitive at that, and that's, you kind of see things, like I said, differently, so that you can help people to solve their problems, or help people to transition to smoother waters, help people to solve things for them that they wouldn't be able to solve for themselves, because they can't see the picture the way that you would see the picture, if that makes sense. And you're you do this in such a way that helps your community, or helps the community that you build, that you get recognized for it, that you get like the appreciation for it, whether you get it right now or not. I can't say for everybody, but definitely people appreciate what it is that you do, because it's something that needs to be done, whether you realize it or not, you know. People are in awe of you, people love and appreciate you, and people like see you as this person, this beacon of light. Like, people see you as this wise person, this passionate person who does what they do because they love that they do it, and they love that they're helping people out of the goodness of their heart. Like, you're not doing it out of because you want money and profit and all those things. You do it because you genuinely love that you're doing it and helping people, and the money and things, it's a bonus, you know what I mean? It would be nice to get paid for it and make a good living out of it, of course, but the main thing is that you're actually fulfilled by these things. You know, you're fulfilled by helping these people, you're fulfilled by doing what sparks your creativity and allows you to do what you love, you know what I mean, to do your passions and bring it to people, that and it helps them. And the money is just a bonus, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? This Ace of Coins, this Ace of Cups, it's fulfilling you. It's something that fulfills you and allows you to fill others as well. And I feel like it's really about you stepping into that and knowing that you have this opportunity being presented to you to build something that's going to last a lifetime. That's going to be like something that's going to be there for many generations to come and help so many people in more ways than you think. And there are going to be many people who want to help join you and collaborate with you and flock to you to help you with this cause. And I feel like with the star, oh my gosh, look at that. The star, wow. What's behind that? 2 of Coins. Oh my gosh, and the 10 of Coins behind that. You went through a tower moment recently as well. Amazing. You have this way of like really prioritizing and balancing your energy. People see you as a star. You're stepping into your star power, and just absolutely amazing. You're building your legacy. This is something that you have been like dreaming of, wanting. You're building that legacy, and like, wow. Pile 3, like, this is absolutely incredible energy, and like, I'm excited for you and all the things that you're doing, and just absolutely beautiful energy, pile 3, and it's because you're so accepting and you have this open heart, and you are like literally like no one gets left behind. I feel like you guys can actually envision the end goal of all of this, and that's like, or like the end picture of all of this, and that's what's even more incredible. And it's like sometimes you think like, is this just a dream? Is this like a thing? But like a psychic is telling somebody about you that you have this incredible opportunity to make this happen. And I feel like some of you have already started on this opportunity. You've already started embarking on this opportunity and seeing some of the fruits of your labor come back to you on this. Some of these things are starting to come into play, and you're already getting recognized and appreciated for the work that you do within your community that you are creating. You know, you are creating the things that you are doing, and you're seeing the appreciation come back. You're seeing the recognition come back. You're seeing the fulfillment in all of those things. And people are wanting to work with you already. People are wanting to collaborate and bring things to the table so that they can make this happen, because they see the work that you're doing, and they see the impact that you're having. And not only that, people are admiring the work that you are doing. People are seeing you as this star. People are seeing you as this like, wow, I cannot believe like all of these things are happening. This person truly does have like such an amazing heart and this vision that I never even thought to think of, this vision that I never even thought to see. And it's absolutely amazing energy. You are so hardworking. You have this great way of networking with people in such a natural way as well, and managing things in such a great way too. I think you have a great way of like, I'm seeing like a butterfly go from like flower to flower. It's like, for some of you, you might not all be social butterflies, but I feel like you have a really great way of like networking with the right people, and the people that matter for you, if that makes sense. Like, because I feel like not everybody's like going to be considered a social butterfly, but I feel like for those of you, you socialize or you network with the people that are your vibe, if that makes sense, are your people, if that makes sense. So, and again, I'm getting that acceptance is the answer. You adapt, you do what you need to do, you accept people for who they are and what they bring to the table. And I also feel like whatever hurdles or things are thrown your way, you adapt to the situation in the same way that Stitch adapts. You know, he had weird looking horns and things like that, and he's like shifted his body to make himself look more like a dog, you know, so that he could be accepted. And I'm not saying that that's what you guys are doing. You're not like making yourself into someone to be accepted by the community or by whoever. Not like that at all. But what I'm saying is that you have this innate ability to adapt to a situation in ways that you can grow, in ways that you can not be so stagnant and rigid in your ways and in, you know, the way you do things, because you have an open mind, and that's what makes you so creative. That's what makes you so prosperous, and that's what makes you so wise, you know, because you have such an open mind, because you have such an expansive mind at that. And that's what makes people flock to you, because you can build this community where they can feel so accepted, so open, and so honest with you. And just, it's incredible energy, pile 3. Like I said, such a loving energy, and I love it. So I'm going to finish off now with what your higher self would like you to know, because your energy is amazing. I mean, whew. What does pile 3's higher self want them to know? What does pile 3's higher self want them to know? New moon in Gemini. Think it through. Amazing. So definitely, like, I think like the whole point of this, you guys doing what you're doing and creating the sense of community, is that you think things through before you do them. You're not just like going after something just on a whim, you know. And I think it's just a reminder that you're doing the right thing, you know, you thinking things through before you do them. You're on it, you know. We have last quarter moon in Scorpio, reveal what needs to be seen. And I feel like you are open and honest about that. And I feel like that's something you should continue doing if that's something you are doing already. And if not, don't be afraid to do that. What does pile 3's higher self want them to know? And I think that also makes me feel like Stitch, you know, being honest about who they are. If you feel like you can't be yourself with your community, you shouldn't feel that way. Last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings. Yeah, definitely honor your feelings and reveal what needs to be seen, you know, share your feelings, allow yourself to express yourself when you need to. And on the back of your deck, we have full moon in Libra. Find a balance. There's a way for you to move forward in a balanced way. And Libra makes me feel like a little bit emotionally balanced in that sense, in which you can like find you can see the coin on both sides. And I think that's the beautiful way. You see things differently. Like we talked about this throughout your whole reading, how you have a way of seeing things differently. And I feel like you can present it in a way that's different as well. You know what I'm saying? So that is where I'm going to leave your reading, pile 3. Thank you so much for letting me do this. I loved doing this. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And if you did, please go ahead and leave an alien emoji so I know you're from pile 3. And yes, let me know how you guys enjoyed this and how it resonated for you. And I would love it if you're not subscribed to go ahead and subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I'll also be dropping my Patreon link down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you guys soon. Bye! What's up, pile 4? If you chose the Kambaba, Jasper, Gengar, and or the Dreamkeeper Tarot, welcome to your reading. Oh, to remove this tape. And I totally forgot to put Stitch Away. I've been doing that in every single pile. So I'm going to put Jasper. I'm going to put Gengar right over here. And yes, let's jump into your reading. I'm going to give this a quick little shuffle. And honestly, you guys, I feel like Gengar is pretty badass, you know? If you guys are familiar with Pokemon, Gengar is pretty badass. Like, he can get to be like that ultimate Gengar. That's the wrong word I'm using, but he's a badass, okay? And I feel like you guys have this badassness to you. You know? You have a bonus card, by the way. But this is like the energy check portion, kind of. It's still based on, like, what would a psychic say about you? But getting into this area, we have, I love it, Cosmic Egg. Beautiful energy. Transformative energy at that. Number 1, Witch. Ooh, okay. Down in the river. I like it. Down by the river where the grass is green. Does anybody know that? Somebody made a fart by the soda machine. Okay, if you guys know it, like, sing it down below, like, in the comment section. And if you don't know it, because I'm showing my age, then mind your business. Just kidding. North Node, fate, destiny, life goals, lessons, journey, calling, mission, challenges, soul purpose, the future, karma, learning curve, the destination. Wow. I feel like some inner child stuff might be happening for you guys. Pile 4 and coming up for you, and definitely yeah. Okay. We also have number 8, abundance. This is root chakra energy, and 26 dreams, which is third. This is third eye chakra. Wow, I'm hearing Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Absolutely love that song, by the way. Wow. Okay. And I love this is double 8. So 8, 26 condenses to 8. So lots of changes. This could be you stepping into your power. I feel like that's the recurring energy for everybody's pile, to be honest with you. But definitely you guys are, wow. I feel like there's a lot of cycles happening for you guys, in which you might be ending one cycle and coming into the next cycle of your life, in which you're transforming. I feel like there might be Kundalini energy for some of you, but definitely transformation in general just could apply here with this snake and the cosmic egg. You're definitely someone who is skillful, powerful, and tapped in to your, like, skill set, you know, very skillful, very analytical, intellectual, intuitive, cunning, perceptive. I'm getting like Slytherin vibes, you know what I mean? So if you resonate with that, you don't have to be a Slytherin, but totally getting that vibe just because we have the witch here and then snake energy. And again, you don't have to be. There's nothing wrong with Slytherin, by the way. I think they get a bad rep, but they're really not bad people at all. I have a lot of Slytherin friends. But definitely that cunning, ambitious energy, and I feel like that's what a psychic would say about you. You're very cunning, you're very ambitious, you're very intuitive and intellectual, and you're someone who is coming into a time of like self-realization, self like oneness, like realizing and self-aware, and just being very like content with who you are and where you want to go, because you understand like who you are. Like you are like in alignment with you and your fate. Like I'm seeing Merida from Brave. So, and again, it doesn't matter what you identify as. It's just like when I'm being shown Merida from Brave, it's the energy of who she is and what she represents, which is finding her fate. And not necessarily that you're determined by fate, but you get to decide what your fate is in the end. You know, like you can decide how you get to where you are meant to be going. And I know that's like a sticky topic to talk about, like, well, what is fate, and what, like, if you have a destiny and you align with that destiny, like, does that mean you only have one thing to end up with or as or whatever? But I certainly believe that you get to decide. We have many different pathways in our life, and we get to choose which way we go. And what's meant for you is meant for you. Will always find you, but you get to decide how you get there and which way you want to go. And we can shift our timelines, and I believe in that. And there is not just like one key thing that we have to do, and there are certain things in our life that is meant to happen for us. And as far as like when it happens, it can shift based on our choices, if that makes sense. So yeah, I hope I wasn't contradicting myself as I said that statement, but like, and you understood what I meant when I said it. But definitely you guys are seen as someone who can co-create with the universe, seen as somebody who can tap into their dreams and make it into a reality. And because of this, you are seen as someone who is so abundant. You are seen as somebody who brings renewal into their life and is constantly like having cycles of rebirth. Like you're transforming all the time, because not in a bad way. You know, when we talk about transformation, it seems like we're like upheaving our life. Is that the correct word I want to use? But we're not, like, you're not necessarily like shoveling up your entire world and changing it completely. No. What I'm saying is like you're shifting into, like, you're constantly like leveling up is what I mean. And I feel like you are inspiring others to up level their life as well with this Down in the River card. It's about renewal, giving them inspired hope, and being the stars in the sky for them. Like when you look up at the stars, you think of like faith, hope, renewed hope at that, you know, rejuvenating, and that inspiration when you feel tired and stuff. It's like, but I have this faith and this hope again that I can make things happen. I can make my dreams come true. And I feel like that's what you bring to people and what you represent in people's lives. And yeah, I think that you're very gifted and very perceptive. You're very much someone who is tapped in like psychically with these dreams card and the witch card as well, and gifted in that way, you know, psychic, intuitive. You might have clear gifts, but yeah, tapping into your journey and stepping into your path, your life path, and things like that, and doing what needs to be done, coming into alignment and harmony in your life, and finding that balance, finding your footing, and feeling like you got this shit, you know? That's kind of what it feels like. What would a psychic say about pile 4? It's like Gengar was so misunderstood for so long, and I feel like now everybody loves Gengar, you know? 7 of Pentacles. The Star. Oh my gosh. Yep. What would a psychic say about pile 4? 4 of Pentacles. What would a psychic say about pile 4? And I love that this is the Dreamkeeper tarot. What would a psychic say about pile 4, please? The King of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. Okay. the back of your deck, we have the Page of Wands. Okay. Just move this down a little. And pile 4. You guys have beautiful energy. I mean, if you didn't realize, you're someone who can be very patient, but at the same time, when you don't want to be patient, you aren't, you know. But for the most part, because you are doing the things that you're doing, you're seen as someone who's patient and hardworking, somebody who is not afraid to sit there and work and work and work at the things that you are trying to make happen for yourself, at your dreams. You know what I mean? You're not afraid to put in the work and the time and effort to make your dreams come true and to make your dreams a reality. And you are stepping into your star power, you know, stepping into your main character energy, if that makes sense. And in the same way that Gengar is stepping into Gengar's main character energy, you know, like so many people, like they were like not a huge Gengar fan, you know, like Gengar only became like a huge thing recently. But yeah, like it's about you finally getting your like recognition, your spot in the light, if that makes sense. And I feel like you're also giving people that inspiration and that hope that they can make their dreams a reality too if they work hard on it. And it's about you finding that within yourself. Like you didn't have somebody who said, okay, like this is what you need to do, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like, no, you did that for yourself. You found something deep within yourself and realized, like, if no one's going to make my dreams come true but me, and you made that happen. And I feel like that is what is going on for you. Like you realize that you have the abilities and the skill set and the resources in and around you to make this happen. And if you don't have it, you have the willpower and the access to figure shit out by yourself and make it happen. You know, you can make it happen for yourself. And you are being very balanced in your energy and recognizing that you can only give out to what you need to. You can only give out your energy where it's necessary, where it's going to be given back in the way that it needs, you know, like that. There's a reason why you're abundant. It's because you're not wasting your time and energy on people that don't matter. You know what I mean? On things that aren't going to benefit your future and are in alignment to where you're going, and, you know, that sort of thing. And it does, not to make it sound cutthroaty or like you don't care about people, because you definitely do. But what I mean is, like, you understood who was like for you and who wasn't for you, who saw the real you and what you are and who you are and loved you for that. And all the other people were, you were like, hey, goodbye. You know what I mean? Like you let them go. You know, you freed yourself from this 8 of Swords energy, and you're like, I'm not going to feel trapped by the people who don't matter in my life. I'm not going to allow these self-doubts, these fears, these anxieties. I'm not going to let these self-limiting beliefs hold me back from the people that, you know, I thought were supposed to be in my life, and these relationships and these places and these situations that were supposed to be around in my life. I'm not going to let that hold me back anymore, and only I can walk away from it. Only I can free myself of it. And that's what you did, pile 4. And you freed yourself from it, and you are stepping into this King of Pentacles energy in which you are building a life of abundance. You are stepping in and claiming that life of stability, that life of flourishment, that life where you are having a good balance with what it is that you want to build for yourself materially, financially, with your family, with your friends, with your love life, things like that. And it all started with this Page of Wands energy, you know, because you saw your dreams and you started working towards it and making it a reality. And you may not be in this King of Pentacles energy just yet, but you're getting there. You're working towards it. And the psychic is telling this person, or whoever is saying, like, look, they're getting here really quickly. Like, it's not even going to be a matter of like, okay, then they're going to be the knights for a few bit, then they're going to be the queen for a little bit. It's like, it's going to happen very quickly. It's going to be like, Page can do boom, you know, and it's going to happen very quickly. You look at that, the Emperor is right behind that. You know your power, you know your worth, and you know, like, the discipline and the hard work it takes to get to where you want to go, which is this King of Pentacles. You know what it takes to make your dream come true, and like the ambition and the cunningness that you have to make things happen, to make shit happen. You're taking that inspired action towards it. You're not going to be held back by the things that you can't see anymore. You're not, you know, letting your dreams be something that doesn't happen. You're making them a reality. You know, you're working really hard and mastering these things. Look at this, Four of Cups, definitely making this a reality. You're not going to be like, oh, what if, like, you're not going to be like, oh, woe is me. You're not going to be apathetic about the things that you wish you could have in your life anymore. No, you're having the strength to go after what it is. Look at this, like, beautiful snake wrapped around. You're transforming and you're making that happen. The Empress is behind this. Beautiful energy, and just making sure that you are cultivating a relationship with yourself and giving back to those around you, and also nurturing yourself in the best way, because you understand that there needs to be a balance moving forward. Like, look at this, Four of Pentacles, balancing energy. Like, normally this Four of Pentacles, I don't feel like it's about balance. I feel like it's about like withholding your energy and being stingy with it. But no, this is like very much balancing energy, and like being like, there's an equal amount of give and take, and like you're holding on to like one very like stiffly, and the other one is like, yeah, kind of holding on to it, you know. It just depends. And I feel like that's kind of the energy here for you, pile 4. It's like the psychic is saying, like, it just depends on who is worth giving their time and energy to. You're being very picky about it because you understand that you have things that you want to accomplish, and you know who is meant to be a part of your journey and who is not, who is in alignment with you and who is not. And you're willing to be generous with those people, and you're willing to give back to those people who are in alignment with you in your journey and who have your best interests at heart. But the rest of the people, they can go kick rocks. You know, you get that, you understand that. And so that is the most beautiful energy, and like absolutely amazing. So I love it. Pile 1, I do want to close off with what your higher self would like you to know. I feel like you had such a quick and like straight to the point. What would a psychic say about you? It's absolutely beautiful. Like, your energy is so powerful and strong, and just stepping into your energy and just releasing what's like been holding you back this whole time. Look at how many 8s you have, by the way. You have, what is a 17, which condenses to 8. You have the 8 of Swords, which condenses to 8. 8 here, 26 condenses to 8. This is a number of action, movement, change, power. You guys are definitely doing all of those things. Taking action, making changes, movement into your power. It's beautiful, beautiful energy, pile 4. Truly stepping into your power, and it's such an powerful energy. I will tell you, you were the only one that had this spirit card representing you, and this is actually the last card in the entire deck, representing like not finality, which is probably, I'm saying it weird, it sounds weird when I say it at least, but it represents you having like reaching the end of your destination and starting anew again. It's like that cycle, it, you know, completion, renewal, you know. And I just love how it all comes together. We have first quarter moon in Capricorn. Unleash your kindest self. Absolutely beautiful. Like, just because you know who is like not for you anymore, I feel like your highest self really wants you to know, like, kill them with kindness. You know, just because people may not be like in alignment with you or have your best interests at heart does not mean you need to be like a bitch or rude or a bully about it. You know, you can let people go in a kind way, you know. I hope that makes sense. What does your highest self? We have full moon in Virgo, take inspired action, which I feel like you are already, but there might be something that you haven't pulled the trigger on just yet. It's time for you to take that action towards it. Take that action towards it. What does pile 4's highest self want them to know? Whoa, way too many cards. What does pile 4's highest self want them to know? We have new moon in Gemini, think it through. Okay, so definitely think things through before you do them. Before you speak on things, before you take action on things, think it through to make sure that that is what it is that you want to be doing. In the back of your deck, we have full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. Breathe through the tension, because I feel like you might trigger some people, and yeah, just trust the process and know that you are going in the right direction, pile 4. Know that you are doing what you need to be doing for you, and you're a badass. You know what I'm saying? You are a badass. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for letting me do this reading for you. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys did, please go ahead and smash the like button and comment a ghost emoji down below so I know you're from pile 4, and let me know how you guys liked it, how this resonated for you. And yes, I would love it if you're not subscribed, so please go ahead and subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I'm also going to be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you soon. Bye!